Okay, so I know I look really attractive. It's like 8 o'clock at night. I'm sick. I didn't go to school today. I didn't take a shower. But, I have been home all day, and I started watching a documentary on Netflix called For the Bible Tells Me So. And it's basically a documentary about a bunch of Christian, Lutheran, Catholic, like good old Jesus-thumping families who have children who are gay. And basically what it's about is, it's basically a big documentary about Bible thumpers and the reasons behind it. And the only thing they really can come up with is it's in the Bible. So I'm about halfway through it, 30 minutes in, and I'm so mad I could kill someone. So most of the controversy, for you who are not familiar with the Bible, most of this comes from Leviticus, which is the law of sexual conduct in the Bible. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that around and read it for you. I have it underlined here. If a man also lies with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So, for starters, people misunderstand the word abomination. Abomination is not a morally wrong act. Abomination is an act against tradition. Google it. So, basically, it's an abomination for a Jew to eat pork. Do we go and string Dr. Laura up by her ankles and beat her with a stick because she used to be a Jew and now she's eating pork? No. Okay. Then, as we continue through here, we get to Leviticus 20, and it says, a man shall not lie with his uncle's wife, and these are all, incest things, like a man shall not lie with his brother's wife. So basically, if your brother gets married, and she's, really hot, and you bang her, you're committing an abomination, and you're gonna die with no children, and your life sucks. And it's kind of weird, all this, incest stuff coming from a nation of people, and a planet as a whole, as there are more countries where it's legal to marry your second cousin than it is to marry a gay person. Okay, so that's one of my many points here. It also goes to say on here, a couple of verses later, that it is a sin to eat rabbit. It is a sin to mix your seeds when you're planting them. Like, if you're planting corn, you can't grow peaches in the same area. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but if you do, you're going to hell. It also says that you can't wear wool and linen together. So for the fashion police, better get pretty serious here, because consecrated by death. Now, as you go on through the Bible, there's lots of things in here that people obviously don't take literally. As, it's a sin for a woman to not cover her face. Oh my god, I'm going to hell right now. It's a sin for a woman to wear pants. It's a sin to cheat on your spouse, condemnable by death. So for all you cheaters out there and players, you're gonna get stoned when, Jesus comes back. You're fucked. It's also, it says in here somewhere, I underlined it, it's a sin to be dirty. So all those poor homeless kids in Africa who have done nothing to anyone except be homeless and hungry, they're going to hell for being dirty. So basically what I've discovered is that this book is misread by many people. What I've come to discover is that people like to do what I call selective reading. They read the verses that they don't like, and then they bitch about them. Oh my god, you're gay, you're going to hell. Oh my god, you're wearing linen and wool, bitch, you're going to hell. Does anybody not understand this? That's a sin, people. That's a sin. So for all you linen-wearing, wool-wearers everywhere, beware, because Jesus is coming back and he's going to get you. It's also a sin for a woman to have a job. It's a sin for a woman to have any position in power. It's selective reading. People just miss the point. Do people even know what it's even? Let me read you a few select verses here. Okay, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Guess who said that? Jesus. So if I'm merciful, which I am, I don't kick people in the face when they're sleeping. I'm merciful. I think I'm gonna get a little bit of mercy and maybe slip my name onto St. Peter's list there. I'm safe. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Jesus. Pure in heart. Do you think that means virgin? No, I don't think so. I think it means somebody who has good intentions, and I'm pretty sure my intentions aren't to nuke Japan. I don't care. So I think I'm good there. Blessed are those who have been persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Jesus. So I would say, being a homosexual, I have been persecuted for righteousness' sake. And it sounds to me like the kingdom of heaven is my new pad. Better hook up MTV Cribs here. Because what did I do wrong? I didn't, like, kill anybody. I didn't murder anybody. All I've done is, like, love somebody, and they're like, oh, you're going to hell. So, I've been watching this documentary, and some of the things that people say are just ridiculous. Like, this guy, one, he's black. It used to be a sin for black people and white people to get married. Nigga, please. Like, and he's like, the first thing I thought when my son came out of the womb was, don't be a faggot. I was just like, how can you say that? Like, that just makes me so angry. Like, how can you just own your kids like that? Like, that makes me just want to, like, break down and cry and eat ice cream and watch Dirty Dancing. Like, it makes me so mad. There was a kid up in Colfax, Washington a few years ago who got nailed to a fence and killed because he was gay, and some kids were like, oh, I don't want him to fuck me in the changing rooms. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. You know, and there's just so many people. Like, one of my friends, her name is Alex. She's, like, up my butt about being gay. She's just like, well, look, it's 1822. I'm just like, fuck you. She is like a dyke. Like, if I showed excuse me, if I showed you a picture of her, you'd be like, gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's one of those people. I just want to, like, kick her in the face and be like, did you know it's a sin for you to wear pants? Boom! Her mom has 3 different kids with 3 different men. She's not even married. That's a sin. Why aren't we stoning her in the streets? There's this kid that I know, he's like, oh, you're going to hell. It also says in the Bible, I think in Leviticus even, it says that if you jizz outside of a girl's vagina, then you're a sinner. Like, so all you guys sitting there, they're like, fuck, you're screwed. You know, like, come on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, facials, forget about it, dude. Like, your porn business is in the toilets when Jesus comes back. I was watching this documentary. This guy runs what's it called? Like a radio TV show. And he's, like, pro-gay because he's like, people misunderstand the Bible all the time. So this guy calls in and he's like, have you read Leviticus 18:22? He's like, yep. What do you interpret about it? He's like, well, I think that the homos all need to die. And he was just like, so who's going to do the killing? He's like, I think we need to elect a religious leader to do that for us. People have fucking lost it. And it's making me really mad. And you know, it upsetted me a few weeks ago when I was on here, and I read about Jamie, that kid who killed himself because people were bullying him about being gay. And it's really making me want to puke all over my computer and, like, cut my eyes out and, like, present them to the Catholic Church and be like, here's my sacrifice. Can I go to heaven now, fuckers? Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, I believe in God. I love God. But I believe that Jesus made me like this. Like, I'm just like, I'm manufactured in the USA, 100%. Jesus loves me, this, you know, whatever. That's what I believe. People have their different beliefs, whatever. But, you know, you don't see me going up to, like, Bible thumpers. I'm like, you're wrong, like, right in their face. I don't, like, hold up signs that says, selective reading is a sin. Like, no, it's your opinion. I love that quote. Opinions are like penises. It's great to have one. It's great to be proud of it. But you can't go around showing it off to everybody and expecting them to love it. Like, have you seen that X Factor where that guy whips out his dick and Paula almost pukes? Like, come on. That's how I feel when you're, like, in my face with the Bible. Like, read it. I'm like, I read it. I get it. I understand it. You need a dictionary so you can interpret the word of abomination. Jesus, help me. Lord, give me strength. I'm sorry. So, if any of you homosexual people out there are like, oh my god, my life is so bad, like, you can talk to me. I know I seem like an asshole. I'm really not that bad. And, you know, don't do it. It's not worth it. Because you want to be alive to prove all those Bible thumpers wrong. You want to be alive to hold hands with your wife/husband and be like, look, fucker, I can legally get married now. Like, you know, you want to be alive to prove them wrong. People's minds are going to change, and you should be around to rub it in their face. That's my philosophy. Thanks for watching.